From Senegal to Sugar Hill, trace the bloodline. 100 years of brilliance through the color line. They thought the shackles broke but kept the mental chain. Langston penned the future while they legislated pain. Harlem's ballrooms birthed the cosmos in mahogany, while lynching trees still decorated southern botany. Josephine, Waker's pearls and Garvey's Navy ships. Du Bois debating destiny with scholarship on his lips. The Renaissance was a renaissance of West resistance, fam. Every trumpet blast from Armstrong was a battering ram. They gave us minstrel shows, we gave them Sora Neal. Turned depression into art, made the fabricated real. Cotton Club excluded us from tables every set. To form the Venus nightly, never free from the death. But Bessie Smith could shatter glass, shatter cash, shatter lies. Every note she sang contained a revolution in the sky. Build temples from the rubble, make cathedrals from the struggle. Turn the margins to the center, now they study what we scribble. We build temples from the rubble, every generation double the inheritance of genius that they tried to keep us from. Fast forward through the decades, watch the pattern reassemble. Malcolm speeches, Martin's marches, every voice begins to tremble to the earth until the structure shows its fractures. FBI was tracking every coon word, every pastor, every actor. 40 acres never came but 40 minutes on a stage. To reconvene your consciousness and channelize the rage. From bebop to hip-hop, the fool lines mathematical. Each generation weaponized the beautiful, the radical. They gave us Reagan, now there's crack and mass incarceration. We gave them Public Enemy and blueprints for liberation. The Harlem Renaissance never ended, just evolved its form. Every freestyle cipher is a brainstorm, is a storm. Where the children of the talented, the tent that was prophesied, inherit the fire that the water couldn't wash aside. They tried to write us out the narrative. We offered all on text, 100 years of proof, and that we're destined where was next. Temples from the rubble, made cathedrals from the struggle. Turned the largest to the center, now they study what we scribble. We built temples from the rubble, every generation double the inheritance of genius that they tried to keep us from.
All right. This is 2026, and Under the Groove is live and present, man. All right, here we are, man. 2026, man. Let's make this the year of accountability. Let's see if we can do that for one another, for ourselves, as well as one another. Happy New Year to everyone. Like I said, man, I want to tap in, momentarily with the people, tap in, see what we're talking about, see what's on our minds, and let's see if we could just put it in the chat. The Royal Group Congregation chat, speaking on what we hope to accomplish this year, individually as well as collectively. All right. Again, here we go, man. This is Under the Groove Podcast. We are Under the Groove in 2026, y'all. This is where we keep everything above board. We keep it straight and solid. Where we see no evil, we speak no evil, and we hear no evil. We call a spade, man. We real quick to do that. We nice with that, though. Hey, man, peace and blessings to everybody, man. It's great to be here. Let's do what we do, man. Let's just, let's have fun today because, I think it should be celebrated that we've made it into another chapter, so to speak, another year. We're heading into another year where so much, man, can be accomplished, where opportunity is abound, I think. Let's see if we can't decide as a unit and as individually what we can do to improve not just our lives, but the lives of those in our community. All right. Let's get at some thought. All right. Hey, man, I see everyone's here. Beautiful thing. All right. James Cass, man. What to do, James, man? Salute, peace and blessings, man. Happy New Year to you, brother. With many more to come. Like I said, let's use this or look at this as an opportunity to improve ourselves. Not just ourselves, but, our communities, man. This is what we should be working on. All right. There's a lot of nobility in that. There's a lot of righteousness in that. See if we can make that happen. All right, Justin Sadeh, Happy New Year as well, brother. Good to see you back. It's good to see you back. James Cash, he want to start off saying, man, I hope you've been having a lovely time with you and yours into 2026. We have. I'm smoking heavily tonight for old time's sake. We only get one life to live, and we got to live as right as we can. One, truth to power, man. There's so much I started out today. Okay, let me go on and make sure I do what I said I was going to do starting today. And you know, damn, that's crazy because this is the day everybody want to celebrate this new thing, this year, right? That's ahead of us. So I said, okay, you know, I'm gonna do what I said I'd do today. And the other part of it, which I was supposed to start today, I'll start tomorrow after work, get that back in that, you know, get that back right. That's all I'm talking about, you know, get back on my fitness thing, my regime, you know, my regiment, man. Uh this new year, man. Well, first off, hold on, let me do this right because I want to do this with the people. You know, I don't do this on the show often, but I want to do this with the people. All right. I want to salute to everybody. Happy 2026. All right. Let's go into this year, y'all, with a goal, with a purpose. You know, let's make something happen. Like I said, not just for ourselves, but our community. Let's be accountable in 2026. Salute to my brothers, my sisters, my kings and queens, gods and goddesses, man. Hey, to the melanated people, let's get it in. All right. Salute. All right. It's nothing strong in there, y'all. It was real light, you know. It was real light on mics. But anyway, hey man, this is going to be a momentous year, I think. You know, the energy says it. The energy is there. The energy that's directed at or is propping up this change, you know, this attitude, this way of life, this movement that we see progressing for all the right reasons. Let's get in on that, y'all. Let's make this thing happen. Let's make it work. It is our responsibility. And as such, we need to be accountable for our actions, how we carry ourselves and how others around us carry themselves. We always want to be in that position, righteously so, to where we can say to an individual, hey, brother, hey, sister, you know, this is the way to go. You know, represent yourself with dignity, with pride. You know, you are the one, you are the people. It is about us. Be one equals black first. Let's do that. And let's make sure that stays front and center for everything we do, not just 2026. Let's get this thing to going the way it's supposed to go. All right. So, hey, man, appreciate that, James, man. Get it in, man. Get it in. One life to live. So let's live it to the fullest. All right. But let's do it in such a way that is above reproach. You know, it's above reproach. It's on track. It's the right way to go. James says best wishes and blessings to the RGC, and that is the Royal Group Congregation. This is Under the Groove Podcast. Like I said, like, share, and comment. Subscribe if you see fit. You know, for those who do, first time in, second time in, whatever, we appreciate you nonetheless and welcome. All right. Queen Nzinga, she said, Happy New Year. Peace and blessings to the Royal Group Congregation. All right. There you go. James said, reflect on 2025 so that we can make 2026 better. Improve daily, if not by the second, minute, and hour. Daily then. All right. One thing I like to say in terms of what 2026 not only represents or means to me is that, you know, I think 2026, again, it provides an opportunity for us to, James just said it, and I agree wholeheartedly, improve on those things that we left behind in 2025. You know, it gives us an opportunity to improve our standing, you know, how we see ourselves, how we see the brothers and sisters around us. It gives us an opportunity to bring back love into this get down, because that's what we're missing first and foremost. We lack love of self and each other. Not just love, but unity, man. You know, let's bring 2026 some dignity. You know, let's be a little more dignified about how we carry ourselves, how we present ourselves to the world. That should go a long way. It means a lot, you know. So James saying what he's saying, it means a lot. I think it carries a lot of weight. You go on to say, James, I love your energy, brother Bud. I just want to let you know that I can tell you found your inner peace, and such is why you keep a very calm and collected demeanor. I'm still trying to get there. Excuse me, y'all. And that's the beauty of this, James. Here you are And as long as you're here, there's an opportunity to always improve, you know what I mean? To get to where you know you want to be and need to be. That's what, this, another day on this planet grants you. It gives you that opportunity to improve, to improve in ways where you can empower, not just, the thoughts you have of self, but you empower, those around you, and you do this through education. You do it through love. You do it through education, you do it through unity. You do those things that's going to make you a better person. Trust and know that those things, love, unity, dignity, all those things, they add to that, that individual. It adds to the character of this individual. It has this or allows this person to become a better person. If that's the goal, allow opportunity to feed you these things that can help you along your way in 2026 and beyond. All right. We don't want to just stop at 2026. This mission, this movement, I'm telling you, it has to be long lasting. It has to have longevity in order for it to reach its destination, its real purpose. The goal of uplifting us as one. That's it. That's all. All right. So, hey, man, I see you in the Get Down, man. You get there. You get there. And you have to acknowledge that you've made strides. You got to acknowledge that, man. You got to give yourself that credit. You do that. You've been working on yourself. You deserve that. That goes for any of us. All right. Raymond Skull 102, man. From the Raymonds, man. This is the loved one. Peace and blessings to you, brother, and the Rays. Happy New Year, man. And hopefully you and yours, man, are together, man. And there's smiles on your face, and there's a lot of ambition. There's a lot of a motivation. You guys feel it in your souls, and you push into greater things, man. I'm pretty sure that coming from you. I'm pretty sure that you that type of brother that's going to push to get where he's supposed to be, and then be pleased with himself based upon the accomplishments he's made in his life. Goes same for you, James. That's what we're talking about. Have that pride and that dignity, man. Let him wear it righteously. So, But anyway, Raymond says, Happy New Year to you, bub, and to the Royal Group congregation. Peace and blessings to everyone in this group and beyond, you guys. Again, we are one. We're all we have. We're all we have, man. And I'm telling you guys, if we don't come together, hey, man, we ain't got nothing as it is, man. I'm telling you, it's something to have each other. To have each other, that's something that means a lot. That's our wealth, each other. Like I said, we are the resource. We are the resource, all right? So peace to you as well, Raymond Skull. James says, salute to all the kings and queens in here throughout the land and abroad, all around the world. One. All right. 2026, the year of accountability, y'all. This is the one. Let's start here. Let's be accountable. All right. So it's good to see everybody in here. James said, cheers to you and your queen, bub. I'm here toasting with you. I got my big old spliff held up high. Love to you, my brother. Love right back. And like I said, man, I got me a Mike's, man. I don't drink, hard liquor. You know what I mean? There was a time I did, but something told me, man, that the Hennessy, something was going on with the Hennessy, man. It was affecting me in the wrong ways. And I'm telling you, I'm glad I caught that shit. And I said, wait a minute, let me fall back. I'm done with this. They putting something in the Hennessy. That was my, my thought anyway. But, and then from that, I was just like, no brown at all, no gin, no vodka, drink a little tequila, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is Mike's. I like Mike's. But salute to you again, James. Salute to the Royal Group congregation, to our brothers and sisters, not just here in the United States, but worldwide. 2026 is here. Let's let this be the year of accountability. I am accountable. Peace and salute. All right, that's it. Anyway, yeah, man, I appreciate that toast with you, bro. And that go for everybody else. Cheers, Justin, today. Cheers right back to you, brother. All right, Soldier Denise, I see you. Absolutely, absolutely. Beautiful. What are y'all plans for this year? I just thought I'd throw in there 2026 be the year of accountability, amongst us, our people. I'm pretty sure a lot of you might have your own thoughts and ideas, your own ambitions, your motivations for 2026 and beyond. It'd be nice to read some of that if you want to expose and share that with the Royal Goot congregation. That'll be something, that we can get into. Again, this is the new year. Let's come into it right. Let's make sure that energy is right. We're gonna keep this energy, y'all. In fact, we're gonna grow on it. We're gonna expand it. All right, we see somebody new. Giovanni Supreme 2306. He said, blessings, strong side blessings. Right back to you, man. Blessings, strong side blessings, man. Salute to you as well. Happy New Year. It's a great pleasure and honor to have you in the first day of January 2026. All right. Thank you for being here. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you see fit. It would be nice to have a strong brother up in this get down with us. The more, the merrier. The more that we have involved in this, the more we'll see accomplished or will become or get accomplished. All right. Let's put it like that. So strong side blessings right back to you. Poke, I see you, Poke Mitchell Podcast. What it do, brother? Happy New Year to you, man. He said, salute at UTG. What up, bub? Focus on the focus. And salute to the congregation as well. Kings, queens, love, BLACKFIRST. All right, we on target. We are on point. I was hollering at some of the brothers in Texas today in Fort Worth, as a matter of fact. Got a call from them, Brother Kunta and some more brothers. And we just had a serious conversation, just, straight up conversation. I think that they truly get it. They get it better than a lot of brothers do here, which is, not a bad thing. I was telling the brothers, hey, man, this is the year where the shenanigans, man, and all the stuff we've been seeing in the last 6, maybe 7 months, we have to do away with that. It serves us no purpose. These brothers are saying, hey, man, we don't think that we should be vilified because we mess with Crips, Bloods. It don't matter. We for the blackness. I say, man, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way it should be here in the Mecca. I say, so the point is, you guys got the key. Continue to do what you do, man. Make peace with brothers, man, because you're going to need each other. They had an excellent point that we speak about all the time here in California. We go inside these prisons, we leave the streets, doing what we do tomorrow. That's my enemy, this, that, and the third. We go inside these prisons, that becomes my brother. We stand shoulder to shoulder. If the Waiupis and the Mahindas, man, get out of line, we hey, man, mess with one, you mess with all. That's the get down, right? Brothers, leave that situation, come back to the streets, forget that in there and come back to that shit out here, this BS out here. How does that make sense? So the brothers in Fort Worth are saying, brothers in Texas in general, we're saying they don't understand that mindset. It makes no sense. They are correct. It makes no sense. How can you go inside the walls and you eat with your brother? You have to sleep in the same cell with your brother. You go to war with your brother, but then you come home and you're not breaking bread with your brother. You know what I mean? You're at war with your brother. Everything is against your brother. It makes no sense. I told him, hey, man, you brothers have the key. Y'all understand. Y'all need to be pushing this unity. And y'all can push it stronger and better than anybody, because from what we see, what I see on the outside looking in, y'all got the script. Y'all have the script. That's not to say there's not conflict out there, but their point is exact. It's loud. You know what I mean? I hear it. They're not with the gang warfare with one another. Man, ain't that something? Wouldn't that be something here? So I'm not praising these brothers. I'm just saying, hey, man, I acknowledge you brothers, that you brothers are doing the right thing. And only if we had that vision here, we had that energy here. So I salute them brothers in Texas, man, be it Fort Worth, Dallas, Houston, wherever, Austin. I salute you brothers, man. Give you guys your medals, man. See, because that's the page we're supposed to be on. We're not supposed to be on this stuff we see or the stuff that's going on out here and in other areas in the country. Let's be honest, But, man, you guys, y'all hold the blueprint. Y'all got the script. Y'all hold the key, man, that can unlock these minds that are locked shut in terms of brothers being enemies and ops. Put that work in, man. Help us to help ourselves, man. All right. Help us to focus on the focus. You guys are in a supreme position to bring to the masses unity. You are the example, man. Flex it. Flex it, man. Help us get to where we supposed to be. Be a better world for us all. Trust that. Lil H Top 112, he said, what's up, big homie? Love from your Lay Low family. Happy New Year's. May this year bring you many blessings. I'd like to repeat that, be reciprocal in that blessing right there to you and yours, bro. Our love, man, is everything, man. And I say that to say just the family, and I mean blackness. I mean us, melanated people. Our love is everything. This year it's gonna be a great year, y'all. We're gonna get this thing done, I'm confident, in what I know my mission is, you know what I mean? And I just, to the ancestors, man, putting the atmosphere that brothers, sisters, kings, and queens on the same page, and we can get this done. That we can get this done. All right. So, hey, man, salute right back to you, Lil H Top, man. Appreciate you in this Get Down. Again, like, share, comment, people. This is Under the Groove Podcast, where we focus on the focus. Here, we get down with the get down, y'all. We get down with the get down. Trust that. It's above board. James goes on to say 2026 need to be sucker free, drama free. Cut the tap off. Don't give them no water. We drink from our own fountains. Hey, we got to put them placards up, them billboards. Hey, man, black only. D1. D1. I think this is what we have to do. I agree. Cut the water off, man. Stop focusing. I was telling some brothers the other day, man, who do their own channels and stuff, through, phone and comments, hey, man, we have to cut the water off. We have to stop focusing on these dudes that really don't give a flying F about none of us. They need us to continue to crash out, smash out, spaz out, and wreck just so that they can eat. So that means they're eating off us, man. And they're giving nothing back. They're no different from any other, ethnicity that uses us to eat, to further along their life, their ideas, projects, to fatten their pockets. I was saying, man, how these platforms, how the platforms bring certain negativity to the community. They do it in such a way to where these YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all of them, they profit off of it to such an extent. I mean, we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars, and not a one of them have went into any of these communities that, we see this crap, about us on, and said, hey, we're going to open a youth center, or we're going to do an after school program. We're going to do a training center. We're going to help the people who prop up, our business. They don't say, here go 5 or 10 scholarships, free rides, the full thing, to none of our children so that they can get an education, better their lives, and hopefully come back to that community that's been devastated, that's been torn down, that's been disregarded and denigrated, to build it back up. We don't see that. We don't see that. And we see very few of these brothers who call themselves getting on these channels and going in on brothers. Always some mess. Always some mess. And I had something watching this guy. Well, I'm watching him. He got sent to me. And, I kind of get sick at the stomach when I hear this BS, this dude, Poetic Flacco. Yeah. Dude. It's more the same. Just more the same. Imagine then if this is eradicated, this what we see on social media in terms of the destruction, the hate, the violence towards one another goes away. What are you guys going to do then? What are you guys going to do then? What are you going to talk about then? Or will you continue to still push narratives and content that create dissension, disunity, and hate? I'm just wondering, what will any of you guys do then if there are no more reaction videos or space or platform for reaction videos that prop up and propagate negativity? What are you going to do then? One thing that people should be mindful of, like I said, when we focus on the focus, our focus is laser sharp. Don't forget these people, y'all. Because when it changes, they're gonna come. They're gonna come as though they've never been a part or away from this movement. They've always been a part of the movement. Don't forget them. Don't forget them. Just hold their feet to the fire. They've had ample time. They've been spoken to. Everybody from everywhere and have asked them. People in their own comments have said to them, "Why are you doing this? How does this help our people?" And yet they keep pushing it because they say content is king. One say, let the content do the content. Let the content. Damn. 2026, y'all. The year of accountability. All right. Let's see how that work out for a lot of these brothers that call themselves, chasing the bag, or only, hey, it's here, so I might as well put it out there. Let's see how that work out. But anyway, hey, Lil H, stop. Appreciate you, bro. James, yeah, for real. 2026, y'all, year of accountability. We need to be sucker-free, drama-free, cut the tap off, don't give them no water. We drink from our own fountain, all right? Poke Mitchell said, man, hit me up when you get a chance, bub, when I get down at the table. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And just so, and this is new to my moderator. Holler about it later. I'm being invited to Fort Worth for a symposium for maybe a day or two. I don't intend to go. I more than likely will be there. All right. I have, New Year, I have vacation time and whatnot. So I'm going to make that trip. I'm going to make that trip because I think it's necessary. That in relation to what you're talking about, Pope, before that occurs, before that happened, yeah, brother, we need to come to the table. We need to come to the table here in LA first. I would like to do that here first. My wanting and maybe even to some extent needing to go to Texas, really man, brothers already got this shit together. There's nothing I can go down there and talk to them about other than, hey man, stop paying attention, stop focusing on BS, man. That's distracting you, brothers. Keep doing what you're doing. Our issues, yeah, they're more severe here. You know what I mean? They're more out there, man. They're more provocative. It's just all kind of stuff going on out here. And we have brothers out here who can sit at the table and talk about some things that can change lives. I'd rather do that here first. I will do that here first before I call myself going to Texas to talk to some brothers who are already, I'm telling you, in my mind, got it together. They just got to build on it. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So yeah, I heard you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear, Pope. I will hit you up. It's a good thing to always support the truth. That's what he says. That's what I say. I support his truth. All right. As well as my own. And anybody else's truth, man. That's all that matters. Raymond Scholes says, man, 2026, I'm stepping with more precision than before. Miscalculated steps can set me back, and time is something we can never get back. I'm even considering coming back to LA. My kids need me. All right. I'm going to say less, man, because your inner soul, yourself, is going to tell you the truth. We can lie to other people, but we can't lie to ourselves. You know what needs to be done. You know what you need to do. I'm pretty sure you're going to handle it. You strike me as the type of brother that's going to handle your shit. Handle your metal, man. All right. Our children do need us. Straight up. Our families need us. All right. Yeah. Again, in time. Look, man, it's two things about time. You just said one. You don't get it back. Once it's gone, it's gone. That's one thing. On the other hand, time ain't waiting for nobody to get together. Time is not going to wait on anyone to get it together. Be wise to start now. Let's not wait to 2027. Get on our game. Time ain't waiting on us, y'all. And people around us are hoping that we continue to waste it. It's a commodity, man. It's the number one commodity. Time. It ain't money. It's time. All right. I hear you loud and clear though, brother. James say, I'm sending the best wishes to everyone out there going through whatever they are going through. Stay true to yourself and hold down the ones you really love. And while you do that, like I said, always do that with your head up, man, with some dignity, you know, with some dignity. We done seen way worse, y'all. We done seen way worse. Let's be honest. And if some of us weren't in it or wasn't in that way worse, we know somebody that was that's very close to us, you know? So stay true, man. Stay true to the struggle because that's exactly what it is. And we need true ones. We need warriors in this struggle, y'all. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Giovanni Supreme said, rich. All right. All right. All right. James going to say we must appreciate who we have before. Excuse me. We must appreciate who we have before they're gone. Materials ain't none. I've lost everything in my life in the past to where it took me some time to get over, but I bounced back and here I am. And I'm telling you, that's a story that's so prevalent in our communities. You know what I mean? We've all seen the highs as well as the lows, and I'm pretty sure most of us see more lows than we have highs. But we've also, back to what you were saying in terms of time, we squandered a lot of time. We've wasted a lot of time. And a lot of times we always seem to want to put materialistic things in front of everything we do. It gives us, for whatever reason, it gives a lot of us the impression that we're special if we got something, a thing, something materialistic. It's, a brand, it gives us the impression that, hey, man, I'm there. I got this, you hear it a lot of times too, especially on social media. A lot of brothers tell another brother how much money you got. The brother that's saying this supposedly have all the money. He ain't got nothing else. He ain't got no integrity, no dignity. He ain't got no pride, man, no self-respect. Nah, he's in money to prop all that up. Take away the money, he's worse than, or way lower than, your average Joe, so to speak. Materials ain't nothing, man. If we don't have what, our earn ourselves, our core, it has to be sponsored. It has to be supported and propped up by those things we know that make us human beings, man. And again, love is the first of many things, man, that we're lacking. Morals, principles, integrity, dignity, respect. Money don't bring you that. Just got some money, man, All right. Right on, right back to you. All right, C1, we see you. Happy New Year. She said, may the snake shed its skin and bring y'all a year of prosperity, love, happiness, and closure. Here, here. Here, here. Good to see you, sister. All right. Mr. Fantastic. He said, Happy New Year's, Big Bub, and to the brothers and sisters in the chat. Again, brothers, good to see you back, Mr. Fantastic. It's good to see you back, man. I was just talking, the Love One Poke, was just suggesting that it's high time we come sit at the table, brothers, because we already have a situation where the sisters are coming to the table, all right? We have it understood and agreed upon. They come to the studio once a month just for the socializing and the coming together, the bonding of sisters from all over. And I mean that, sisters from all over, affiliated, non-affiliated, active, non-active. Hey, man, and the energy is something. It's something to behold. I'm saying that to say, man, when are we, brothers, gonna do this, man? Come sit down at this table and let's start dispensing with truth, education, love, education, truth, and those things that's going to empower us and help us along the way, man. Because I'll tell you, this is a rough road we're on. It's going to remain so until we decide to bulldoze it, to level it out. We have to level it out. Get rid of the pitfalls, the potholes, all that lays on the wayside to, distract us, detract us, whatever. Brothers have to come to the table. Brothers have to come to the table. And we have to start making decisions, man, that's going to help us, that's going to empower our people, propel us to something better. All right. That's just facts, man. This is 2026, y'all, and it's the year of accountability. Let's be accountable, brothers. So, Poke, I hear your message loud and clear. And I was saying that to Mr. Fantastic because it's good to see him in the get down again, man. Um, you know, our participation, especially in something that's positive or something that concerns love of one another, love of self and one another, positivity in our communities, amen. Don't nothing trump that. So when we see each other in this get down, not just this one, and I say this often, I hope I say it often enough. This is not the only platform, that not the only channel on social media that dispense with the consciousness, the love and unity that we should have, you know, at our disposal. You know what I mean? We should be able to, man, just eat on love, man, and just be unified, man, be full on unity, pushing like we supposed to push. I say that to say brothers need to get on board. Get on board, man. And if you can't come on one session or another session or not any session, come to these get downs, man. These channels where we're trying to change our world, the lives of our young brothers and sisters, man. All right. I don't want to keep just yammering on about this, but it's always an honor to see certain people come back and see them in the chat and remember them from years ago when the thing first started, was front and center. So that's all I'm trying to say, Mr. Fantastic. I appreciate your presence in this get down, brother. And I love to see, one day we sit down at the table, man, and chop it up. That goes for you as well, James. Of course, Poke, the businessman. Al Thomas, I love to have him there as well. Raymond Skull from Raymond, man, come on. There's so many of us, man. If we did this thing right, if we held ourselves accountable, telling y'all, man, the change we can bring to the community, bring to our people. All right. So happy New Year's, Mr. Fantastic, man. Peace and blessings to you and yours, brother. It's always good to see you in here. James says, man, show more love, communicate more with your people in the streets. That's another good one. I'm saying, I'm in the habit of doing that. I promise you. So last night, man, I'm at the store, brother in there, doing the thing, initially, I had to get to the point where when I see brothers, my own guard don't go up. You know what I mean? It's to the point now. Hey man, I'm relaxed. Woosah, I'm cool. No thing. I see a brother, I nod. You know what I'm saying? Boom, brother nodded back. Look, I look. I'm thinking maybe he know me, prison or something. Because sometimes we see brothers like him look familiar. Within the joint with him or whatever. So I come back around the counter with my goods or whatnot. And he said, Happy New Year, brother. I said, just like I'm doing now. I said, yeah, Happy New Year, brother. Yeah, that felt good, That felt good. I mean, it's on the low end, small shit to a lot of people. To me, that was large. To me, that goes to what James is saying, man. Communicate more with our people in the streets, That's some real stuff, man. He said, quit the mean mugging and confrontation. A hey or hello brings a better outcome than who are you or where you from. Come on, man. We must change. Truth to power right there, James. I appreciate that, bro. And I'm pretty sure a lot of others do. Good luck right there. All right, hey, Giovanni Supreme, Happy New Year to you as well, sir. Frank 3454, he say, what it do? God bless, Happy New Year's. As blacks, we need to stick together. This is the year, Frank, 2026. We want to call it, I would like to call it the year of accountability. Let's be accountable. Let's be accountable towards sticking together, recognizing one another, not mattering where they from, where you from, mean mugging. Hey, man, this is the year of accountability. This is a year we stick together and we say, hey, man, how you doing, brother? How you doing, sister? All right now. I'm in the habit of doing that. What's up, bro? I give him that nod. That's old school shit. I remember 7 brothers. Yeah, all right back. Lives meant a lot of shit back then. You had certain nods like, but the good ones was like, all right, Santa brother, all right. All right. So that's what's up, man. Appreciate you in this Get Down, Frank, man. This is Under the Groove Podcast. This is where we see no evil, speak no evil, and hear no evil. All right. But we keep everything above board, man. We shoot straight. This is where we like to focus on the focus. We like to tap in with our brothers and sisters and, address those things we know needs changing in our community. All right. One of the things I was talking to the brothers about today, the brothers in Texas, was they said, "Hey man, I heard you make a statement," and the brother said it was profound. He said, "Man, it was some serious shit. I never heard nothing like it before in my life." So I said, "What was that?" He said, "Game banging need to die so brothers and sisters can live." He said, "Man, that's all I say now." I said, "All right, all right." But I mean that, I mean that. We a whole lot of our brothers and sisters are not here, man, because we ended them. We ended their lives, man. A lot of our young leaders, man, potential leaders, a lot of gifted souls, man, are gone as a result of game banging. A lot of innocence as a result of game banging. So that's why I say what I say. I mean it. I'm gonna always be from the community I'm from. But I know better. I know better. I know that game banging need to die so that brothers and sisters can live. That's what I know. That's what I know. 2026, y'all, the year of accountability. Let's be accountable. Let's see how many of our brothers and sisters we can save this year. All right. So there that is, man. Appreciate you in the Get Down, Frank. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you see fit, brother. But nonetheless, thank you for joining us and being a part of this Royal Group congregation, man. This is where we get down with the get down. We focus on the focus. You're more than welcome to do that right along with us, brother. Happy New Year. All right. All right, James. Yeah, let's get things right in 2026. Power to all the brothers and sisters out there. C1 said, "Damn, they didn't change your name, C1. I hate that. That's okay. That's okay." C1 Zagoli. Let's say Zagoli, all right? She's a happy new year. Peace and blessings. You and yours, Pope, Queen, Lisa, Ray, and everyone in the chat and on my phone. See, I'm on my phone, so I'm struggling to tap with my fat fingers, to type with my fat fingers. Can you get it done? Shoot, get it done. It remind me of my wife, boy, she be tapping with them fingernails. I'm like, damn, how the hell? My shit, you would not be able to read it, but that's why I'm not a woman with fingernails. But like, how you do this shit, Anyway. All right, sister, good. She said, over here slapping the screen with my zucchini fingers. Get it in. All right. Hey, appreciate the hat, huh, Jane? I like this hat, man. I do. I like this hat, man. I don't wear it. I might wear it maybe twice a month. I don't know. One of the hats I don't wear often and shit. I like this hat, man. I appreciate that you like it as well, brother. Appreciate that. B1, C1 said facts. Facts. We should all back each other. B1, peace and love. B1, people, for those who don't know, means black first. B1 equals black first. All right, hey, Lil H, stop. I see you, man. He said that's real, bub. Shout out to Fort Worth. Let him do Hoover, though. All right. Love and respect, man. Shout out to all our brothers and sisters, man, wherever they are. It ain't got to be just from the H or from Hoover. We got to get past this, y'all, where we allow ourselves, we have to get past dividing and conquering ourselves. We do most of that. Like I say, the playbook is in effect. They'll put it out there and we get it and run with it, So we actually do the real work, the footwork, the groundwork of dividing one another and trying to conquer each other, not realizing, man, that this is some ploy, a scheme, introduced or, conceptualized to keep us under so others can do exactly you know, what we do. You know, they're doing exactly what we're doing ourselves, but they're doing it by proxy through us, dividing and conquering. We have to get past that. Again, 2026, y'all, is the year of accountability. Let's be accountable. Let's be accountable for not just what we think, what we say, and how we act, but for our lives in general. It's nothing greater, man, to be accountable, man, for yourself. Raymond Skull says, I've been looking at historical African channels to become aware of our history. This helps me to speak with facts and to also understand why unity is so important. Here, here. C1 the other night mentioned the movie, the rabbit with, oh my God, what's the name of that movie? The Rabbit Fence, something to that, you know. Anyway, I watched the movie. When it came on, I told my wife, because I can't digest those type of movies. I'm just something about them that messes me up. I think it's called the Rabbit Foot Fence or something like that. So when it came on, it got, you know, the Aboriginal people, our brothers and sisters in Australia, you know, just damn, man, you know, anyway, they got them there. And I see mostly kids, you know, white people around, you know, meting out supplies, foodstuffs, and like these food staples and stuff like that. You know, again, I can't help but like, damn, they all the way over there trying to running shit. You know, people have to depend on them to eat, you know. It took their natural culture, you know, heritage, the things they normally would do before the white man got there, and, you know, boom, changed it up, made them, hey, this how you eat now, this, blah, blah, blah. As the scene, you know, progressed, boom, here come a car, white boy jump out of the car, man, look at the kids, you know, the adults see the white boy say something, they take off running, boom. I'm like, what the hell? So the white boy get in the car chasing them. I'm thinking, oh, he finna run these kids over, man. You know, that's what I'm thinking. But I'm thinking that he gonna get him because he's a fucking pedophile, excuse my language. Because the other white boy, one of the sisters was telling him, no, so and so gonna go get married. And the white boy like he was against that, you know. I'm like, why? You trying to take these kids for themselves or something? I don't know. Anyway, the white boy in the car chase the kids, man, jump out and start snatching the kids, throwing them in the car. And I'm like, what the hell? You know. Long story short, man, they kidnapped these children, man. Some white boy, A.O. Neville was his name. He was some department head of land management in Australia where they were taking these kids. They were trying to breed out basically the melanin in these people so that they can assimilate as half white or white into the Australian culture, you know, that's in Australia and the white people. Long story short, man, he took 3 kids, man, 3 little girls. Man, them little girls got the hell out of there, man, and they was trekking through the desert, through wilderness. And I just, you know, I just started watching the movie. I was inspired by the movie. I love the fact that they had the wherewithal to know, like, hey, man, nah, we ain't just gonna sit down and lay down for this, you know. Little girl was very intelligent. You know, one of them ended up getting caught, but the other 2 made it back home, man. You know, I found it inspiring. First time I actually ever seen the movie, and I appreciated watching it. So I thank you, C1, and everybody else who suggested the movie. I finally got a bar of it. And that movie, you know, there's some crazy stuff, man. You know, that's history. That's actually what happened to our people over there. I hate it. I hate that happened. But anyway, it was a good movie, and I was blessed to have been able to see that movie, man. So thanks for that, y'all. You know, yeah. Our people everywhere, man, need to be blessed, man. You know, need to be shown that love, man. Just respect it. You know, we need to know the history of not just us. We want to call ourselves over here FBAs, you know, indigenous, you know, African Americans, whatever. You know, we have to show each other love. We have to support one another, man. That's mandatory, I think. All right. So anyway, Raymond says he's been looking at historical African channels to become aware of our history. This helps me to speak with facts and to also understand why unity is so important. There you go. That's right. See, want to say, keep it up, Ray. You blessed. All right. Grady Forrest said H is all right. Right back to you. Salute, man. Peace and love to you, bro. Grady Ford. This is UTG Under the Groove Podcast. This is touching bases with the people, man. You're more than welcome to be here. Appreciate you here, brother. Happy New Year to you. Long live. Right back to you, Giovanni. Long live, man. All right, Devani Butchie, man. Devon Butchie Knox. What it do, loved one? All right. Peace right back to you, bro. And Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year, bro. Yeah. James said it's a trip that brothers can get along behind them walls, but once they back on the street, all of a sudden brothers are their enemies again. This to me is an illness which eats away at the conscience. Come on, man. You already know. What sense does that make? Like I said, I signed with them brothers in Texas today for over an hour, and we talked about things that matter, man. My suggestion, my advice to them was to cut the water off when we're dealing with certain individuals that want to be clowns or want to be more than what they are, who don't really have any role in the hierarchy of shit, if such a thing actually even exists. My advice to them was, hey, man, why waste your energy and your time? Why? You brothers, man, got bigger fish, man. I said, man, who own what? It's the same for brothers in Texas as it is for brothers in California or anywhere else in this so-called gray land. We don't own these streets we hang out on that we kill each other on. That I'm not saying that's what brothers in Fort Worth are doing. I'm just saying, even if that's not the case, do y'all own where y'all hang out at? Then why, if not, then why would you spend time on what a knucklehead or numbnut is saying on social media as opposed to focusing on owning that corner store? That tire shop, that smoke shop, whatever. That was our conversation. I appreciate talking to every one of them brothers, and salute to Fort Worth, man. See y'all soon. Real spit. All right, Soldier Denise, she said, come on now, say that. They get the mo. They get the mo. Frederick has a B. I'll see you, bro. Right back to you, man. Right back to you. Soldier Denise said you are speaking the absolute truth. Appreciate that, sister. Appreciate that. And again, y'all, Soldier Denise is one of our mother queens, man. One of our queen mothers. Very intelligent. And shoot shit with the best of us, y'all. Trust and know that. Another sister is, in fact, another queen, in fact, who has something to say. Some real heavy stuff, too. And you can find her on TikTok, a lot of her stuff, Instagram. She got shorts there. Check her out. Check her out, all right? She tell you school is in. She gonna give you a lesson. Gonna help educate you. Yeah. Raymond Scott says, brothers who have podcasts have to understand that they are the product. They shouldn't allow anyone else to capitalize off of them as the product. Capitalize off of your own sales and shake the BS. That, hey, man, again, excuse me. Look, man, for real, this is just the honest truth, man. Brothers don't even have to be dropping the stuff they dropping. You know what I mean? I mean, what I'm saying is, if it wasn't bullshit and they was dropping it, them people still gonna, benefit off of what they dropped in the product because it's their platform. We don't own that shit. But my point is this: brothers become rich. See, there's the bag. See, that's the bag they don't understand. There's no comprehension in terms of that bag. You know what I mean? The wealth in that. If brothers was offered the BS and owned to the consciousness, you go about it right, then you may become mainstream. Your message can go across syndicated television, Hulu, Netflix, Star, wherever these shows you brothers want to go and drop these scripts, these manuscripts about more violence, degradation about the community. Y'all could do the same thing with these people, man. Same thing. And while I'm speaking of that, A lot of brothers tend to think that they need a no jumper or a VLAB platform or channel to springboard off of to build their brand. No, you don't. You just look at that as going about, that's the easy route. You rather let, get it off master's back. Let master, prop you up rather than work for yourself. Earn it yourself. That's the message I give to brothers. Okay, man, you want to go on that? Hey, man, by all means, that's on you. But by the same token, you should have the wherewithal to create your own thing. So therefore, man, when you get to where you want to be, if the clout thing is really what you're after, you can say, I did that, not with his help, but with the help of my brothers and sisters who came and helped me do this. It wasn't him, or it wasn't them. That's another thing, man. Brothers don't see that. But yeah, they capitalize off us, man. Instead of us capitalizing off ourselves, man. We quick to line their pockets and accept that little bit of whatever they give us, man, as a measure of, I don't know, success. Is that how they looking at it? I don't know. But hey, man, I get you. I hear you loud and clear, Raymond. Yeah. They shouldn't allow anyone else to capitalize off of them as the product. Capitalize off of your own sales and shake the BS. Hey, and that's easier said than done for a lot of them. Let's call a spade, man. A lot of them don't care. Look, man, no, whatever they give me, I'm cool with it. I'm good with it. Hey, man, I got it. Not only that, but you was able to see my face on social media, Come on, man. It's a shit show. A lot of shit shows. And these cats just keep going. Anyway. James Cash says content is straight BS because it's being constantly misused for personal gain. There's a difference between educational, informative, and positive material, whether it be audio or visual. Stay up. Real spit. I just said that. Brothers don't even have to do the shit they doing, the things they're doing on social media to get that little bit of bag or that little bit of money they're getting. They could do educational, informative, conscious-minded stuff, and know what? And still get the bag. In fact, might get a bigger bag if they understood how to go about the politics of things. I look at a lot of African channels or channels in particular, blacks that talk politics. Hey, they get numbers. And they not degrading brothers and sisters. They'll call a brother and sister on BS though. Philip Scott, one of my dudes, would call some boy, if you raccooning, he gonna call you on it. Got another sister that work under the same umbrella as them, African diaspora, something like that. Would call them on it. Got the brother Richie to wear the glasses, always suited, tie and suit on. Boom. I like to start doing that too, people. Tell you the truth. I ain't nothing wrong with wearing a suit, man. I love it. I didn't wear a lot of suits, man, until I came home. But anyway, yeah. We have a lot of those brothers and sisters out there in that space that does that. And they on that political, but it's blackness. I promise y'all, they speaking about the melanated people, the injustices, man, the successes, of our brothers and sisters. They get numbers. But see, these brothers they ain't willing to get somebody telling them off. F that. People want to see this drama. Go ahead, man, ride with that. That's why they do it, I think. A whole lot of money in it, but hey, anyway. Raymond Skoll, man, he said in 2026, we have to conduct ourselves collectively with respect and decorum. Begin to speak intelligently and really speak truth to fruition. We could turn power to reality. Amen. Speak, man, really speak truth to fruition. Speak intelligently Yeah. Put it in atmosphere, man. Speak it up. Talk it up, man. Our power becomes reality, man. Something we don't just think about and wish we had, you know? Appreciate that, Raymond. Man. Polk said, man, I promised myself to do more as a man, a father, a brother, and a son. The balance beam for brothers is off when age can't be determined and respected by all of our folks. What is black pride to us? That deserves a second reading right there, Pope. You say, I promised myself to do more as a man, a father, a brother, and a son. The balance beam for brothers is off when age can't be determined and respected by all of our folks. What is black pride to us? All right, all right, all right. I see you right here. Old Doctor 22. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. This is Under the Groove Podcast, and you are touching bases with the people. It's an honor to see you in here. Like, share, and comment. Subscribe if you see fit. But just the fact that you in here and you drop that fire sign in here, it's much appreciated, brother. Happy New Year's to you and yours, all right? One love. Raymond going to say in 2026, I hope that these YouTube conflicts can calm down and content will become positive. Let's educate one another and promote our talents / services. Let's pull our resources together for success. B1 equals black first. Let me tell you something, man. We are the resource. Let's pull us together, man. Let's bring us together. We are the resource. Think about that. Think about it. We are the resource. It's sports, entertainment, music, finance. We are the resource. Yeah. Let's pool our talents and services, man. Let's pool it. Let's bring it together, man. We can do that. Alonzo, what it do? Alonzo Johnson said, happy holidays, everybody. Happy holidays to everyone in the RGC and Bub. Right back to you, brother. Peace and blessings to you and yours. It's always an honor to see you back amongst us doing what you're doing, touching bases with the people. King Groove, he said, what's up, Big Bub? Okay, the oranges with verbs. All right, man. What's happening with you, brother? Happy New Year's, man. Peace and blessings. Appreciate you tapping in. All right. All right. I see you, Alonzo. I get it, bro. I get it, man. All love to you. Accountable to love and respect one another. 2026 is the year of accountability, or it should be. Or it should be. This should be the year we begin to hold ourselves and each other accountable. 2026, y'all. Yeah. Raymond Scholes say, man, I'm going to hold the concept of accountability at the forefront of my mind. All right. Giovanni Supreme says, shalom. Keep that light shining, as we all should, brother. As brothers and sisters should. As kings and queens should always keep that light shining, man. I got at a brother today, another one of my guys, man. Al Capone, man. And I'm gonna say that he know who he is. Some of you may know who he is. We go back to the 70s, man. Shit, at least 77. Anyway, I was doing the life sentence, and I think I told the story. I had one of my loved ones get at me, man. A couple of them actually. The homie OG Hank, man, the homie Stony, rest in peace. The loved one, baby Shady, but brother Al actually got at me first. And his response, well, how he got at me was similar to how Hank said, man, you trying to die in there? And Let me be honest, man. I'm naive, man. I didn't know the first thing to do in terms of getting up from under a life sentence, plus 16 years. I didn't know shit, I'd actually gotten comfortable, until some things started happening on the streets where I started to, wake up, so to speak. Anyway, the brother get at me, man, and he said, man, listen, A, B, and C, all right? He said, no, bub, just A, B, and C, and I'm gonna walk you through it. That's how it started for me. And in the course of that, Hank popped up out of nowhere. Homie Stony, homie Baby Shady. And the rest is history, man. But the brother contacted me today, and I had to let that brother know that I appreciate him more than I'm able to express. That goes the same for Hank, for Stony, rest in peace, man, for Baby Shady, man. That goes well. That goes for them as well. I have a certain affinity for these brothers, man, whether they know it or not, man. It's on me that if they don't know that, that's on me, and that's another time I'll be accountable this year. I need to let them know I appreciate them more than they know, more than I'm able to express. But me and that brother, we back and forth this morning, man. And, he just didn't know, man, how much I appreciate what he did for me. How he helped educate me. And through that, man, I began to love me. Like I said, a lot of stuff started happening in my family as well that hurt. And it left me, it didn't leave a void. It left a fire in me. And like, man, I can't be here, man, because I'm missing being in here, not out there, my family, So I appreciate you, Al. You already know, man. I appreciate you, Hank. Stony, rest well, brother. Love you, man. Baby Shady, I appreciate and love you as well, man. Peace to you, brothers, man. Peace to you, brothers. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Elevate, excel. Excellence is the goal, Empowering the people should be also part of that goal. So I appreciate you, brothers, man. That's what it is, man. So I'm gonna be accountable this year to a lot of things. All right. That's just part of it. All right, over Snipe. Wow, I see you, loved one. Happy New Year, right back to you, homie. Yeah. I see you. Happy New Year, baby. Sniper Rat. Oh, Rabbit Proof Fence. That was the name of it. C1. Yeah, I love that movie. I actually love that movie. Oh man, the heart and courage them little girls had. Them was babies, man. I think we got sisters and brothers like that to this day all over the world, man. Ain't going for no bull crap, but they need guidance. They need love, man. They need to know they love so they can fight, just not just survive and exist, but to continue to progress in life, man. All right. Appreciate that. Happy New Year's again. Right back to you, baby Sniper Rat, man. H's homie, love and respect, man. Hope that you're well, all right? Same to you, Snipe. You already know, bro. What shit, y'all know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, bro. I'm tripping. All up. Her rainbow is out. If I heard correctly. And find a way to tap in with him. Love one right there, too. C1, you say your auntie, I remember you saying this Tuesday that you had family that actually experienced that. And that thing continued on to about, I think, 1970, 1972. But it kept taking these kids from their parents, from their family, and trying to assimilate them into white culture, tried to breed the melanin out of them, by breeding them with lighter skinned people or, It's sad, man. Your auntie went through it and she only found her sister decades later. Whole lives, man, apart from each other. You said TJ is coming to my hood to film, so my auntie may do an interview on his channel. There you go. Hmm. TJ, you talking about JT or who's TJ? Okay. Anyway, now you see why we get so offended when we light skin, But I meant to mention that Tuesday, well, last week actually, when it seemed that there was, a misunderstanding. Sister, we got a whole bunch of light skins over here. We got some that actually passed to this day for white and blacker than me, you know, blacker than me. There's no reason for you to be offended. Be just your heritage, your lineage. Come on, come on. And in some instances, we have to excuse a lot of our brothers and sisters because, hey, man, they just as ignorant as a whole lot of us. Stay and do things that make no sense. They're just sometimes that's what it is, and it's sad. I'm not excusing it. All right, not excusing it. Shit, man. One of our queen mothers is super light skinned. So Janice, peace and blessings, sister. All right. So hey, man, ain't no. We know our people, and our people know who the hell they are. So that's where that should matter, especially with you. You know who you are. Don't worry about it. Again, that remind me of that movie. I'm born black. I lived. That just bring that to mind. But sister, you are right. Light skin or not, you are right. You're part of this family. That's for damn sure. So don't worry about it. Poke said, man. Poke even said, man, shoot. C1 Zagoli threw a name, though a name can come, excuse me, though a name can be or become legal, it can never come between who your spirit and soul say you are. Again, man, hey, man, the soul, man, it matters. We got to tap into that stuff there. Raymond Scott said to add to what James Cass say, to add to what James Cass says, also, this gang lifestyle actually added to the trauma that most of us brought into this gang life. We have to learn how to stand in our own identity as our own men. Here. I was just telling somebody, damn, man, y'all hitting on all cylinders today. I told somebody, the brothers in Texas, I told them straight, I say, man, checks out. I want to make this perfectly clear. And that go for anybody who may know me, may not know me, listen to me. I'm a man before I'm anything else. That includes being a Hoover. I identify first with being a man, a melanated black man. That's it. That's first. My own man. However, I'm a man. I want to work with my brothers who are their own men. It's a lot at stake, man. The homie, what it do? He said, what up, bud? Peace and blessings to the chat family. Happy New Year. Happy New Year right back to you, loved one. It's good to see you. Peace and blessings, you and your family. Kimberly Mitchell, what's going on, Queen? She said, Hoover, hey, real ones, know you're the true avengers. Seek to restore justice to your spirit, family, and land. She said, getting your power / spirit back. It's a spiritual war, y'all. You're the real ones. Real spit. Hoover, hey, I'm going to read it again. Hoover, hey, real ones, know you're the true avengers. Seek to restore justice to your spirit, family, and land. Getting your power or spirit back. Spiritual war, y'all. You're the real ones. Hey, I agree wholeheartedly. This is a spiritual war. There are all kind of wars being waged against us, but the main one is the one for our spiritual souls. This is why we see a lot going on that we see going on. This is how you see. This is how you know when you see brothers, man, that just seem to be just There's there's this void in them, you know, this lack of warmth, you know, this lack of spirit or soul, love. It's how you know they've been affected by the spiritual warfare being waged against us. And it's nothing new. Been going on a long time. But a lot of our people are affected by it. They are affected by the spiritual war, this combat we're in for our souls. And then, like I said a week or so ago, you know, the devil's at work. The devil's at work. And a whole lot of us, a whole lot of y'all better start tapping into the high power, you know, to the most high, the universe, the cosmos, whatever you want to call it. Because we're going to need some help. Prayer's good. Having your mind right is good. Your soul, though. You got to get that soul right. Get that soul right, man. Got to get this, prepare this soul for battle. I don't know. Raymond Skull and James, man, what a trip. What I trip off of is when we went to prison, it was always about being corrected and you understood. But out here on this side, those same sentiments are ignored. Real spit, man. I'm telling you, y'all hitting on all cylinders today. Talking to my nephew today. I said, hey, man. And he's in there. He's in there. Long time. Another ways. Sad. But hey, man, the structure in there. Structure. And in structure, I think are lessons. There's education, man, to be had when we're talking about structure. When you have structure, you in line with the structure, the process of things in terms of keeping things smooth, running the way it's supposed to run. Hey, man, you miss BS, BS miss you. Don't no trouble, won't no part of structure. You know? Out here, they ignoring it. They lack it. They lack it. And again, go check out these platforms, these channels, I mean, social media. No structure, man. You can't even correct cats, man. You know, it's all bad. It's all bad. Keith Cross, peace to the chat and happy new year. Right back to you, man. Keith Cross says peace to the chat and happy new year. I salute you, bro. All right. I always love and respect, man. Glad to see you here, man. Give our love and respects to the family, man. All right. Appreciate that. Frederick Hasby said African diaspora without history and trio black excellence content. Trio black excellence content. Okay. And I hope I said that right. All right. Poke said, man, salute to our basketball hero, Keith Kloss. Real spit, man. Real spit, man. Need more of him, man. Need more of him. Mr. Fantastic say we truly need to come to the table. Come on, y'all. Let's sit down. All right, man. Good to see my bro in here, man. Cleveland Ross. All love, man, and respect. He says, Happy New Year's 2026 to Under the Groove podcast. Keep it groovy, loved ones, and stay focused. Right back to you, bro. Happy New Year's to you and the family, man. I hope that everything is everything. And you coming into this thing, man, as groovy as you always are, bro. All right? Keep it 100. Keep it safe, man. All right? Stay you. Appreciate you. All right. Raymond Skull said our melanin has these people shook. Dr. Francis Welshing told Phil Donahue that we can actually make other people's genetically evaporate. Hey, I saw that interview, matter of fact. Good. I saw it on YouTube maybe a month ago, and I'm like, hey, that's some powerful shit. He said her words anyway. So we have to begin protecting ourselves. Let me read that again. Our melanin has these people shook. Dr. Francis Welshing told Phil Donahue that we can actually make other people's genetically evaporate. You got to know what he mean by that. Yeah. Yeah. Her words. So we have to begin protecting ourselves. And I think I know what she meant and what you mean as well. We can make them be genetically gone. And they know this. This is why you saying they're shook though. It's coming, it's starting to dawn on them. Now, I don't know, man. This might be a lot to do with all of a sudden this thing about melanin and them trying to figure out melanin. You know, not just in the technology, man. They trying to find ways to inject it in them. Where the hell are they getting the melanin from? And then I asked this before, but I'm just flabbergasted. I'm confused. Where they getting the damn melanin from, man? Is it synthetic? Is it what? Where are they getting the melanin from? Is there something about, let's say, a cadaver or a deceased body in the morgue, and they go into the pineal gland? What do they extract something from it? Where they getting the melanin from, y'all? And if that's the case, if they're collecting that from the pineal gland up there, they got to be legal, immoral. I don't know, man. It just gives you something to think, gives me something to think about. Gives me something to think about. Another day in paradise, Kid Claus. You ain't never lied, man. Dion Canundus. I hope I'm saying that right. And I think you're responding to C1. You said you're a light skin under light. That's okay as well. Conscious Mind, what it do, bro? Conscious Mind, man. Peace and love, brother. Happy New Year's to you, man. You and the family. I hope you guys are all well, all right? Miss talking to you too, bro. All right. Hopefully, everything is okay. You know. Conscious Mind says, man, Bub, what it do, bro? Been a minute since I tapped in. Peace and love to all of the brothers and sisters in the chat. 2026 equals 10. The year of completion and the end of that old cycle we left back in 2025. My brother. I mean, we got a lot of intelligent brothers and sisters, y'all. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? When worst come to worst, my people come first. Damn, what rap? I got that in my playlist. I used to play the hell out of that one too. Damn. See, that mean I got to get back on my stuff, man. Make me go search my playlist. Damn it. I forget the name of the group, but I love them. Light skinned brother, Damn it. Digital Planet, Diggable Planet. I forget the name of the group. Anyway, I like that verse though. When worst come to worst, my people come first. I think the black dude came in on them bars. But anyway, I like that you got that C1. I didn't know you had that one in you too. Yeah, Raymond, that message Kimberly left was deep, man. Yes, it was. Dion, I want Kunundas says, I guess you want to say the suddenly so-called black people color changes or all people. Yeah, we can do them. They can't do us, Man, our people, man. Our people, shit. Yes, the devil knows his time is short, devouring souls. Get your temper right, people. 26, pros and cons towards humans. Shake snakes. You're the salt of earth. Kimberly Mitchell said that. Yes, the devil knows his time is short, devouring souls. Get your temple right. 26, pros and cons towards humans. Shake snakes. You're the salt of earth. Salt of the earth. Oh yeah, see, when I wouldn't doubt it that human cloning is legal. And in fact, shoot. Yeah, I remember that when the sheep Dolly that they cloned, that was back in the 80s, I think it was, man. And you think they stopped cloning back then? Man. The show, they cloned Tyrone. We watched that, man, and I'm like, shit going on, y'all. A lot of shit going on. And again, they keep us distracted, man, because they know once we get our eye, we lock on to something, we're going to figure out what the hell going on. It's going to be hell to pay. Something's going on, y'all. Something is going on. Raymond Skull, man, said the structure that exists behind those walls comes with the consequence when anyone go astray. Those lines aren't pushed in the streets now because of prestige and money obscured the rules. Truth be told. Dilated peoples. Thank you, Quinn and Zinga. I think I'll play that tonight. When worst come to worst, my people come first, man. Somebody else said it. I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention. Sam Savan. Thank you. Appreciate that, brother. And then that's a new love. That's a new look, a new loved one in this get down. Thanks for joining us, man. Sam's Evan. Let's say it like that. All right. Peace and blessings to you, brother. Happy New Year's to you and your family, man. This is Under the Groove Podcast. You are touching bases with the people. It's an honor to have you come in and just boom, even to drop that dilated people on me. I needed that, man. I'm sitting there racking my brain. I then got a headache trying to remember that. But thanks a lot, brother. You're more than welcome to be here, man. Like, share, and comment to this get down, if you will. And just so you know, man, we'll be back here every Tuesday and Thursday. We've been discussing, some of the brothers in the get out have suggested that we do another day. But we want to make it a more political atmosphere, something to talk about. And that's in the works. All right. We could do that. We had 3 days a week doing this thing because the people need every day of the week, man, to get this thing right. Because we are up against it. We are in a spiritual war. It is spiritual warfare being waged against us, man. And this is why we see a lot of what we see, But at the same time, we are responsible, man, for what we see going on. It's on us. We can't blame nobody else, man. We got to get out of the habit of pointing fingers. We know what we know already. We're going to keep pointing out some stuff we already know. We don't got to be sitting up labeling, conspiracy. We know that shit too. Let's not waste our time and energy, man, on things we already know, especially when they're negative. Let's get it together, y'all. Let's get it together. We need each other. Can't put it no simpler. We all we got. We all we got. And they ain't going to try to kill all of us off. You need to keep some of us in order for them to stay alive. But imagine, man, the games they play, man, we got to get out of the game, out of their trick bag, man, so we can do what need to be done. All right. Raymond Skull said, man, what do you think of Ibrahim Traore, the president of West Africa? Is that what they calling you now? No longer Burkina Faso? He's the president of West Africa? Hey, man, what I think then is, man, more than half Africans, you need to protect this brother and anybody like him. Because that means, man, that they're about to shut them people, man, them YT people out, man. And I'm going to tell you, y'all know how they think. Y'all know how they think. That's how they get in. Ain't gonna, it's gonna be trouble. Trouble. It's gonna be trouble. I think the brother is one of what they are labeling and calling one of the lions of the desert, man. This brother, man, I'm telling you, we talked about him the other night, and someone asked then, what did I think about Ibrahim Traore? Traore. I said, man, power's in the people. He's there because the people trust him, because the people love him first, and they trust him. It's the power of the people that got him there, and that's going to protect him. I think he's going to be all right. I think he's going to change more than help to change more than those countries in West Africa, the Sahel that we see the change taking place in. It's going to spread. And that's why I say that, brother and others like him need to be ready. Need to protect brothers like him and sisters like him. Everybody in Africa are not sellouts, man. Everybody here in the United States, brothers and sisters, are not sellouts. We have those that are. But for those of us who are lions, man, in this wilderness, gotta stand up, man, and we got to get the support of the people. That's where the power is. The power is in the people. The power is in the people, man. We need the people. We need the people, man, to get done what need to be done. That's it. That's what I'm saying. So, I want to say, man, Happy New Year to everybody. It's an honor, all right? It's more than honor. It's a pleasure, man, to be able to come here and chop it up with brothers and sisters, with kings and queens, with like-minded individuals who are always dispensing love first, speaking on and trying to find a solution for unity, dropping education, and always just being informative to each other. It's a beautiful thing, man. I love being a part of it. We can do this, man. That's what I'm saying. We can do this. You're right, Pope. You're right. I see you say, Bub, I was talking about how God gifted us with that melanin. We the only ones that was gifted like this, man. This is where that phrase, when we say we have the God gene. We have the God gene, man. We got to represent, man. We have to represent, right? All right, Kenny Adams, Happy New Year to you as well, brother. Appreciate you coming in here. This is Under the Groove Podcast. This is where we keep everything above board. We see no evil, we hear no evil, and we speak no evil, but we keep it solid, y'all. This is where we come to get down with the get down, to where we want to focus on the focus. The focus is us. It got to be. It can't be nothing less than us, man. We have to focus on us. 2026 is the year of accountability for us. Let's be accountable for ourselves and each other. We have to do the work. With that being said, man, I want to send a shout out. I see you, Kenny Adams. Like I said, Happy New Year to you and yours, brother. Hey, Kimberly, love and respect, Queen. All right, I see you, West Side. All right. You say you lost my respect when you had a conversation with Whack 100. Well, it happens. It happens. My conversation with Whack, and it's not to explain nothing to nobody, was to set him straight, let him know where I stand. All right. Now, because I lost your respect, I don't know if that necessarily means that I'll ever get it back. Do it matter? Maybe. But here, this is what we're about, man. So peace be unto you, man, and yours. Happy New Year's, brother. You are, you have been, and you will be under the groove. One love, man. One love.
Count the names, count the bodies, count the victory. Cullen Hughes, Hearst, the writing future history. From the Apollo to the Borough to the Sphere. Where the echo of those Harlem nights still ringing clear. So when they ask what happened in those tenement flats, between the spirituals and where consciousness is at, tell them we transform suffering to scholarship and song. Tell them we've been telling you we're brilliant all along. The Renaissance will prologue every decade since the sequel. Every black child born's continuation of the people who survived the Middle Passage, survived the Jim Crow laws, and built magnificence from nothing but their vision and their flaws. That's in the sergeant. This is once a less than. Had this and Mercedes. Please don't you, I can't stop us. Power sensitive, but to the applause. for bulls. Agitated talks and constantly problem when the wedges wanna build the season big. Now don't get the pause. It's just erasing up the times, pleading walking off the main. Naked on the fans, turning neck and love the dirt. Suffers like a kisser. You were wrong to preaching up on side is each alone, bitch on the shit and untrue seeing vet someone that varied in from Gary Land. Be hell in heaven, you see what the bound of it. You wait, talking for the marker, make to keep him from the club and saw the boards to the singer land is carried open, slowly keep us looking on my mother, break your generosity more than he and let the visit be. It's every time we keep a spawn.